So, Ray, how well did you know Mindy?
Back in the early 90s, I would say I knew her quite well. Working at US 99, where I work in Chicago, is a CBS radio station and the most listened to country radio station in the United States. So I knew her pretty well, and she would come through and work her records. And her big hits were 10,000 Angels and Guys Do It All the Time. And she was, for all intents and purposes, a very nice lady.
What do you think happened?
I think what happened is what you see with fame today. She had uh, kind of a meteor. She had a fast rise and a fast fall, and I think she tried to recapture some of that. And then when you look at some of the boyfriend problems, and she had a really good relationship with Dean Cain. Remember the guy that played Superman?
Right.
She had a good relationship with him.
What are you going to remember most about her?
What I'll remember most about Mindy is she loved animals, and when she would come to the radio station, she'd always have her two little dogs in her. I think it was a Gucci purse made for dogs, and she would always have her dogs with her. And I just remember one time she dated a Saudi prince, and she brought him to the radio station with me, and we went out to dinner. It was really wild, but she was a sweet girl, and as a father of a daughter and a daughter that's getting into this business, you just wonder how it happens, and you try to urge your friends, the Carrie Underwoods, the Taylor Swifts, just to keep an eye on all this fame and keep it in check.
Were you surprised about this news?
No, I think that if you followed, the story about her boyfriend and his apparent suicide, and what she was being investigated for, and the Dr. Drew celebrity rehab, it was just out of control, and it's almost like if we heard the same news, if it happened to Lindsay Lohan, would any of us be surprised? No.
In all the accounts you had with her, Ray, did you ever get a sense of her vulnerability or her despair, depression, any of that?
It's I hate to be judgmental, but it seems to me that she was such a beautiful girl. I mean, she was stunning, and she had everything going in the right direction. However, you could always sense sort of an insecurity, which unfortunately, having and being a dad of a teenage girl, I see that a lot, and it troubles me. And she did have her insecurities, and you ask yourself why? How could you? But those are questions we really can't answer, I suppose.
Tell me some of the things that you've heard from the country music world this morning.
Well, it's odd, and I think country is having a hard time defining what their role in this is because Mindy's been off the scene really since about 1994. Country music, country radio really doesn't play a lot of her music. So we asked people this morning on our show, what did you know Mindy McCready for? Did you know her for her music, or did you know her for the celebrity rehab and the recent troubles? And unfortunately, a lot of our callers said the latter. For me, it'll be her music since I knew her. So.
Right. All right, Ray. Always good to see you. Thank you so much.